Morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. My tree's gone. I did not get nearly as far as I would have liked yesterday. Is that better? But I did get all the decorations down, except the greenery on my mantle is still up there with the lights. I have to disengage the lights and go through the greenery over the back fence. And then voila, no more Christmas. But I didn't get past that yesterday, and so I have cleaning to do today. I am late today. I'm doing this live today because I did not sleep well last night. I didn't fall asleep till 5:30, close to 6 o'clock. I only got a couple of hours sleep. Dennis brought me a coffee in bed, which is one of the reasons how I end up so late. But Americano from Dennis and a shower, and I'm feeling better. But yeah. So I'm going to be puttering, and that's all. Kim is taking Aura to her rehab today, so I'm not doing that, which is helpful since I'm not feeling great. And so I'm just going to be dusting and cleaning up in here a little bit. Dennis said he would vacuum. And I'm hoping by the end of the day, things are going to look a lot better around here, but we shall see. I'm not making any promises. Ugh. But I did work yesterday. I didn't do a lot of crafting, but I did work on my sweater. I got a couple of rows in on my sweater, and I finished my book. So I was doing stuff, but I just ran out of gas in terms of dealing with the living room, so. But that'll be today. I'm sitting here looking at all these dusty surfaces, feeling the need to dust, so that should happen today, at a minimum. And clear off the floor so Dennis can vacuum. I'm not sure how much of the stuff I will reposition from the dining room. I need to think about how I want to set things up. So, who knows? I might put things in a whole new place, like I did last year and this year when I decorated for Christmas. I put things in places that they aren't usually. And it is occurring to me that I might want to do that in the living room too. Just get, mix things up a little bit. I could do that. Like, for instance, well, right now I have the Christmas cactus on the coffee table in a little, on a little stand. But the Christmas cactus is no longer looking so gorgeous because the flowers are gone. So I think that will get a different spot. And I have some big pieces that normally go on the chest here and back in the back right where you would see it right there. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do something, put one of those on the coffee table. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not just going to stick them back where they used to be without thinking about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's happening today. And yeah. But anyway, so I processed a few things. I had kept all the little envelopes that I got from my stitch marker Advent, because I keep all those things from the Advents because I do an Advent, at least one Advent exchange every year. So I use those things. So, well, Megan's probably going to get her burlap bags back. But I think she might have gotten them from me originally. Maybe not. Because I think I might have gotten them from Susan or somebody. Anyway. So today will be a low energy day. I'm having cream in my coffee, like a comfort coffee, and I'm just going to do as much as I feel like doing. There's no urgency. We're not having company for dinner till the end of next week, so I have plenty of time. But I will be dusting these things because they're going to drive me crazy today. So that'll be done. Anything beyond that, I don't know. And help clean up the floor so Dennis can vacuum, because I do want him to vacuum. So that's it. So Kim's gonna be with Aura, so she'll be good. She'll be staying overnight tonight, so that'll be good. So Aura will have company, which she likes. And yeah, so we don't have anything planned for the rest of the week. I am thinking about going to visit my parents next week. For the new variant gets going too crazy around here, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. I want to see him, so it's been a little while since I've seen him, so. I want to do that. So there you go. I can't really think of any newses. Nothing happened yesterday that I can think of. Oh, well, I got up in the middle of the night and got my phone. I have to have the phone plugged in. Well, I have to have the phone plugged in anyway when I'm doing a live, because for some reason a live, YouTube live, just eats the battery on my phone like crazy. I have an iPhone, and I guess it's getting on a little bit. Well, how long have I been doing my podcast? I'm coming up on 5 years, right? And I got this phone about 6 months into doing my podcast, because I started doing my podcast using my laptop camera, which did not work very well. But my phone I had at the time had, I didn't have any memory or anything on it. I couldn't possibly have done a video of any length at all. And of course, my podcasts are an hour. So I got a new phone, and I've been able to use my phone ever since. So that must be 4.5 years. This phone is 4.5 years old. So my guess is that the battery is not at its peak, let's just say. Ugh, this light is very glary, but I was with the other way. It was even worse. That's better. I'm looking very, I don't know. Maybe I should take a screenshot and try to do my face with half in shadow and half in. I've been thinking about drawing again. Where was I going with this? Oh, so the phone is plugged in at this moment because it was almost completely dead anyway, because I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was laying in bed so bored. Usually when I don't sleep, I'm just laying up there kind of, tired and whatever, and my mind is going, and I'm keeping myself occupied somehow. I don't know what I was doing last night, but by 3 o'clock I was bored. So I got up, I came down here, and I got my phone, and I read my phone for an hour. It was 40 degrees when I got up at 3 o'clock. It's 61 now. I would be outside if it weren't damp and, not great looking. But, and then Dennis brought me coffee in bed, and I was reading my phone in bed. So anyway, it was dead by the time I even started today. So I'm plugged in. This is the big news. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, so I hear the dog's thinking about coming down, which means Dennis is thinking about coming down. So I will do him a favor and not be recording live and in person when he comes down, so that he doesn't have to worry about it. But yeah, I'm just going to do puttering because that's all I have the energy for today. But I suspect I'll sleep very well tonight. Well, it possibly could be because while I was taking down the tree, I had a documentary on television about tea. Dennis is a tea drinker. So we were watching, and he was reading his phone and, half paying attention. And then they started talking about pu'er tea. And Dennis is like, oh, I have pu'er tea. Would you like to try some? And I'm like looking at the clock, thinking, And I think it was like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sure. So I had pu'er tea later in the day than I normally have caffeine. Now, I don't know how much caffeine is in pu'er tea. So I don't know if that was it or not. But anyway, one of those days. One of those days. One of those nights. And I have them periodically, and I can't blame caffeine on most of them, so. But luckily, caffeine helps me feel better. So, and I took a shower, and that made me feel better. You know, like I'm doing what I can. So I'm taking it easy. I will be doing some knitting, I'm quite sure. Today is Thursday, so nothing special going on. And so that's the deal. Anyway, I will say hi to everybody. I will say goodbye to everybody. Oh, now you can't see me. Anyway, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, I hope you are all feeling well and being careful. Please be careful. And stay safe and stay sane. That's my